This is the Tarot and Oracle forecast for Virgo for July of 2018. We have a look at the energies, the bigger energies, the sweeping energies that will affect most of your lives in some way. For some of you, this will be the entire story. For others of you, not as much. So if you'd like a personal or private reading or that amazing, amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. Right, we're going to start with relationships, Virgo, move on to success, and finish up with your career reading. So where relationships are concerned, you get the Lion tea leaf card, the bow, the vulture, the bird perched, the club, the dolphin. Oh, sorry guys. Obviously something important coming up in this reading. And your two romance angel cards is trust and codependency. Okay, so the Lion says time to act. The bow says you are highly thought of. The vulture says depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. The bird perch says waiting for news or package or a letter. And the club says someone will try to make you do something against your will. The dolphin says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So, Virgo, July is not the month to sit and wait for romance to come your way, or for something to happen within an existing relationship that you're hoping for. It is actually time for you to make that move. The bow card, which says you're highly thought of, says that if there's a Virgo out there, and I think this message is applying to more than one of you, that admires somebody, it's time for you to make the move because they are admiring you too, but you need to make that first move. I think that applies in an existing relationship as well. If you're waiting for your partner to sort of fulfill a promise or do something they said they would do, or make that proposal, whatever the case may be, it's time maybe for you to nudge it on a bit to sort of make that first move as such. Now the vulture, which says depression, anxiety, worry, bird perched waiting for news, and someone will try to make you do something against your will. I think that's you worrying unnecessarily perhaps about something. You're waiting for an answer, you're waiting for action, you're waiting for something in particular, and you're worried that the other person's not going to fulfill it. They're not going to do it. You're waiting for that news. But because the dolphin says financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past, I think there's some kind of reward coming, despite your worry and anxiety and the worry that someone is going to stop you from getting what you want. That's the message that's coming through. If we look at your romance angel card, which says trust, the situation is calling for you to have faith. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Addictions can also be addictive thoughts. In this case, I think that is the case. It is perhaps a tendency to a little bit of pessimism where relationships are concerned. Perhaps that ongoing belief that things do not work in your favor or will not work out your way in relationships, and you we do things then. We have behavioral habits, we have knee-jerk reactions which we follow because we're scared of getting disappointed. That's something to have a look at. Just check oneself when you're doing that. If you'd like a nice, good outcome, check that reaction. Because the trust card says, despite appearances at the moment, and it's your perception of what's going on, things are going to work out in your favor. You just need to trust that they are going to do that. The success cards that you get is the Tower, the Lily, the Wedge, the Seahorse, the Cobweb, the Funnel, and the Key. And the two tarot cards you get is the King of Fire and the Three of Air. So the Tower says solid foundation, success with effort. The Lily says spiritual love. The Wedge says someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. We've seen that coming up already, haven't we? The Seahorse says family matters. The Cobweb says protected from negative forces beyond your control. The Funnel says a period of frustration, lessons to be learned. The Key says successful outcome to your problems. And your two tarot cards is the King of Fire and the Three of Air. So basically what you're starting off with here is the confirmation not to worry, that the foundation you're standing on, whatever area of your life the story is applying to, you are standing on a solid foundation. So try not to get too bogged down by your fears and your worries. The Lily says spiritual love. In other words, I think that is faith and trust, isn't it? Spiritual love is faith and trust. That's what you've got to have here. And that someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. I'm listening to whatever message is coming through here. It is a case of There is something you want and you feel as if someone is stopping you from getting what you want. Family Matter says, I think this is a family member that is possibly interfering here. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. Perhaps your family member is trying to protect you from something that they think will hurt you in the future. But you are actually protected. They don't need to do that. You're going to be fine. So you're going through a period of frustration here, but there is a lesson to be learned. Perhaps it is mirroring back to you a fear you have of success in relationships, of success in life, career, whatever it may be, and it's holding up that mirror to you to say to you, you need to have more faith and trust and not to respond and react from the fearful side of yourself. Because there will be a successful outcome to your problems regardless, and that is always something to remember. It's reminding you that there will be a successful outcome to your problems. If we look at the tarot cards, the King of Fire says that you need to be slightly pliant as to how life works out. Don't become so rigid and so closed off that you can't take advice or even nudges and signs and signals from the universe on what direction to take. When we set our minds on something and we're not getting it, we can become so obsessed with that. That's a codependency. That is codependent behavior, becoming obsessive about something which we cannot have. The Three of Air says, sometimes rejection is God's protection. Okay? So it may be a case of you're not going to get that particular thing that you want, but you're going to get something. Your whole reading says as much, because there is successful outcomes to your problems. Definitely that is showing through, and you have good foundations. So while the rejection is happening, do not take it to heart, because there is a good outcome to all of this. Remember that. Your career cards is that of the heart, the bull, the candle, the purse, the turkey, the horseshoe, and you get the Nine of Water and the Two of Earth as your tarot cards. The heart says love, deep affection, and caring. The bull says do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. The candle says you will be shown the way. The purse says pay attention to your finances. The turkey says someone is behaving stupidly. And the horseshoe says good luck. For some of you, there's love to be found in the workplace in the month of July. That do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. Something stands in your way. We've seen that already in July. Don't back down. Push through, and you will be shown the way, the candle says. The universe is going to be guiding you and helping you here. Do not let this block, there's something you've got to push through, there's something you've got to work through. Throw your focus off your finances. Don't throw money after things. Don't go on a spending spree because you feel rejected. That's a message coming down for some of you. There is someone that isn't behaving well. There is someone that is perhaps possibly putting a blockage in your life due to their own fears. They're reflecting their own fears onto you, and they're the one that is behaving stupidly, isn't it? We all do it. It happens. Just know that it will pass over, because you get good luck at the end of this. Every single part of this reading has ended up on a high note. So whatever the case may be, there's good luck involved here. Possibly whatever is happening here will open your eyes to something, or open a channel to something, because you get the Nine of Water, which is the wish fulfillment card. So your wish will be fulfilled by the end of July. And the Two of Earth says balance work and play. So don't get so bogged down by trying to overcome whatever this is, or push through whatever it is, or obtain whatever it is, that you forget to just relax and have a bit of fun as well. That is an important one for you in July, Virgo. Right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you would like a personal private reading, I'm just going to repeat again, or that amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. You can either email or go to the website and book or purchase a reading. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And also to those of you that are sharing my videos, a very, very special thank you. I truly appreciate it.